Good morning, boys and girls. It's Miss Pickowitz here for your Wednesday Independent Day Social Studies lesson. So today, for community helpers, we're going to read Let's Meet a Teacher. And then you're going to work on your All About Community Helpers reader. We've talked about firefighters, police officers, grocery store workers, doctors, dentists, and we're going to talk about teachers, and we're going to talk about veterinarians tomorrow, construction workers. We're going to talk about postal workers. So a lot of community helpers that help our community have everything they need and provide all of the goods that we need and all the services to be a safe, functioning, happy community. So let's start with Let's Meet a Teacher. It's written by, the author is Bridget Heos, and the illustrator is Kyle Poling. Our class is on a mission. We want to find out what a teacher does. We decide to visit Miss Crawford. She teaches the 4th grade. That's when you're 9 years old. I'm a learning expert, says Miss Crawford. What does that mean? Asked Noah. Come inside my classroom. I'll show you. Today, my class is learning about animal homes, says Miss Crawford. Her class is so quiet, everyone is busy reading and writing. Molly raises her hand. Why aren't you teaching? I am, says Miss Crawford. I'm teaching them how to learn by reading, but reading time is done now. Miss Crawford says that there are many ways to learn. Today, she is teaching the students to learn from one another. They put their animal notes on a whiteboard that connects to the computer, and everyone takes turn being a teacher. Who taught Miss Crawford how to teach? Miss Crawford says she's learned to be a teacher in college. I bet you got stars on all your work, Bella says. Miss Crawford smiles. I worked my hardest. That's what I want my students to do too. One of my jobs is to check my students' work, says Miss Crawford, and she shows us a sheet of homework. She put a sticker at the top. I can tell this student worked hard, Miss Crawford says. She did her best. Edward raises his hand. Don't you want your students to make mistakes? Then you get to use your red pen. Miss Crawford laughs. No, I want them to learn to get the answers right. That shows me they have learned. It shows that I did a good job teaching. Making classroom rules is another part of a teacher's job. Rules teach students how to be good community members. Miss Crawford's rules help her students be kind and work hard. Rules for Miss Crawford's class. Be respectful and responsible, pay attention, and follow directions. Raise your hand, keep your hands and feet to yourself, and be prepared and ready to learn. What are these? Asked George. He points to a chain of paper clips. They are rewards, Miss Crawford says. The class gets a paper clip for following our classroom rules. When the chain reaches the floor, we have a pizza party. The other 4th grade class has paper clips too. Miss Crawford rings a bell. It's time for math lesson. It's also time for our class to go back to our room. We're excited for 4th grade. Miss Crawford lends her students a helping hand, so we give her a hand. Hooray for Miss Crawford. That's the end of Let's Meet a Teacher. So now we read about being a teacher. Remember, the teacher only wants her students to learn. She wants her students to work hard and to try their best. That way she knows she's doing her job. You don't always get everything right, and sometimes you have to try again, but it's okay. You always just work your hardest and try your best. And pay attention. And that's going to help the teacher, and it's going to help you. So today for your assignment, you're going to do your reader, all about community helpers. You're going to write your name right here on the line. It does not say name, N-A-M-E. It's okay. It says by, but that still means that that's where your name goes. And you're going to color the pictures, but first we're going to read the reader together, and this is another one you can use to practice your read to self on. All right, all about community helpers. So I'm going to read. I'll point to the words, and you can follow along with my fingers. And then if you want to try to read it on your own, you can pause it, or your mom or dad can help you. This is a dentist. Dentists show us how to keep our teeth clean, healthy, and strong. This is a librarian. Librarians help us choose books and check them out so we can learn new things. This is a nurse. This is a nurse. Nurses help doctors to take care of our bodies and keep us healthy. Oh, let's do this together. There we go. This is a police officer. Police officers drive police cars, help keep us safe, and make sure that, where did it go? Sorry. Make sure that people obey laws. This is a crossing guard. Crossing guards help. Okay, we're going to try that one again. Sorry, Miss Pickowitz made a mistake. This is a crossing guard. Crossing guards hold up a stop sign to help kids cross the street safely. It's a crossing guard. This is a doctor. Doctors show us how to take care of our bodies, and they help us when we are sick. mail carrier. This is a mail carrier. Mail carriers sort mail, then bring it to our houses. Firefighter. This is a firefighter. Firefighters put out fires, help people who are hurt, and help keep us safe. Firefighter. This is a teacher. Teachers take care of us at school and help us learn new things. Teacher. So we've already talked about all of these. It's kind of a review, but we already talked about. Except librarian, but we have a librarian at our school. She's a media specialist. That's Miss Donnelly. So we've already talked about dentist, and we talked about a little bit about librarians today. We've talked about nurses. Nurses help doctors. They work with doctors. Talked about police officers. Oh, we didn't really talk about crossing guards. Our school doesn't really have any crossing guards because no kids cross the street at our school. But some schools where students walk to school, where they live in homes that are right by the school, they have crossing guards, and crossing guards will stop the car so that the kids can cross the street safely. And we talked about doctors, and we talked a little bit about mail carriers in one of our books last week. And the next one was firefighters, and we talked about firefighters. And of course today we read a book about teachers. So you can color your pictures in your community helpers book, and you write your name on this, and you can use this as another book to practice read to self with during reading. Tomorrow we will talk about veterinarians, and Friday we'll wrap up community helpers and we'll talk about construction workers, and then we get to start some science next week. Have a great day. See you later.